everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is late Thursday night, the house is finally quiet, and I am sitting here in the dark with my laptop because I have so many thoughts and absolutely no one to share them with. I cannot believe what I am reading online right now. I am literally losing my mind over the rumors circulating about Nancy Lee Grahn. Jump right into my feelings. You bet I am. Because if what people are saying is true, and Nancy is actually considering leaving her role as Alexis Davis to pursue a career in politics, I am going to absolutely riot. I mean, I have been watching General Hospital since 2015, and this is honestly the most frustrating behind-the-scenes drama they have ever had. I know some people are loving her real-world activism, but personally, I am devastated. Alexis Davis is an institution in Port Charles, and the idea of losing her because the actress wants to go to Washington, D.C. is just blowing my mind. And let's be completely honest here. Am I the only one who has noticed that her social media is basically a full-time political campaign at this point? I mean, a day does not go by that Nancy isn't complaining about the state of the country or going off on a massive rant about Donald Trump and the right-wing agenda. I get it, the real world is important. But wait, no, I don't get it because this is my soap opera. We watch General Hospital to escape the exhausting 24/7 news cycle. Not to be reminded of it every time we look up one of our favorite cast members online. It feels like she is so passionate about keeping the right out of office that she is pouring 100% of her energy into supporting Democratic candidates and like 0% into promoting her actual storylines on the show. Because let me tell you about these fan meet and greets. I have friends who have gone to these events, paying good money to hear behind-the-scenes gossip about the Corinthos family or the Cassidy Island drama. And what do they get? A political town hall. It is almost very rare that she ever talks about the hit daytime television soap during her own fan events. Instead, she only seems to want to engage in discussions about politics with her admirers. I am sorry, but if I am paying for a General Hospital event, I want to talk about Jen Sidwell holding people hostage, not the upcoming midterm elections. So there is this heavy speculation suggesting that if she could, Nancy would definitely try her hand at being a politician herself. She is incredibly vocal about what she thinks the country needs and believes we are in desperate need of change. At this point, it is fair to say that Nancy feels so passionate about wanting to save the country, it shouldn't be too long before she starts doing it herself, right? But we need her in Port Charles. Let's just look at the absolute devastation her exit would cause to the Davis family. Sam McCall tragically died back in October 2024, and the family is still completely raw and reeling from that unimaginable grief. Alexis is barely holding it together as the matriarch, and now we just found out that Christina Corinthos Davis is leaving too. Kate Mansi is exiting the show. And they are writing Christina out by having her move across the country to attend medical school at UCLA. Like what I know, the tragic loss of her surrogate baby with TJ and Molly inspired her to change her life. And Molly had that beautiful scene dragging her into Bobby's to convince her to go. But still, if Christina leaves for California and Sam is gone, and then Alexis leaves for Washington, D.C. in real life, the Davis family is literally wiped out. Who is left? Just Molly? You cannot dismantle an entire legacy family like this. And it is not just her family ties. Alexis is quite literally anchoring some of the most important storylines on the canvas right now. Let's talk about Curtis Ashford. Curtis is currently facing actual felony assault and battery charges because of his massive, ego-driven brawl with Isaiah Gannon. I am sorry, but Curtis is being so incredibly stubborn and unremorseful about this. He completely destroyed Isaiah's hand, meaning Isaiah had to miss that crucial surgery for Derek, and his entire career as a surgeon might be over. Portia is absolutely furious, and honestly, I am completely on Portia's side here. Trina is stressed out of her mind trying to plan this baby shower while her family falls apart, and Kai Taylor is hovering over her acting super overprotective. It is a complete disaster. So who does Curtis want to save him? From ADA Justine Turner, Alexis Davis. He specifically wants Alexis to take his case as his defense attorney, because she is the only one who can navigate this legal nightmare. If Nancy leaves the show, who takes the case? Rick Lansing, Diane Miller. I mean, Diane is great. But we need Alexis's specific brand of moral superiority to put Curtis in his place. We need Alexis in that courtroom fighting for him, while simultaneously judging him for his terrible life choices. That is the Alexis Davis brand. But wait, I am getting ahead of myself, because that is not even the biggest secret Alexis is holding right now. We have to talk about Ethan Lovett. I was literally screaming at my television when Ethan sat down with Alexis and admitted that he is baby Phoebe's birth father. He is the father. And he wants to sign away his parental rights so that Harrison Chase and Brooklyn Quartermain can adopt her. He literally begged Alexis to seal the records so that no one will ever know his reasons. Alexis agreed, But she warned him, and she was so right for this, that judges unseal records all the time, and secrets never stay buried in Port Charles. This is a ticking time bomb, especially with Michael Corinthos currently plotting to blow up Chase and Brooklyn's marriage. Michael figured out that Brooklyn was the driver in the hit and run, and he is setting this elaborate cheating trap at the boathouse to push Chase into Willow's arms. Tracy Quartermain already caught Chase and Willow in their bathing suits, and demanded Chase pack his little bags and threatened him with lawyers. It is absolute chaos. And Alexis is the sole keeper of Ethan's massive life-altering secret about Phoebe. If Nancy Lee Grahn just packs up her dressing room to go campaign for Congress, what happens to this storyline? Does Ethan just get away with it? We need Alexis to be the moral compass when this entire adoption inevitably blows up in Brooklyn's face. And speaking of blowing up, am I the only one who is absolutely living for this Ava Jerome and Alexis Davis team up in Manhattan? They are currently investigating this super shady art gallery owner named Apollo, digging into the Japanese artist Kyoko and that strange tattoo connected to Delilah Wilson. This is peak General Hospital sleuthing. Ava and Alexis have such incredible frenemy chemistry. They have so much history, so much baggage, and watching them interrogate this gallery owner gave me absolute life. Ethan is terrified that Ava's digging is going to expose his past and bring dangerous enemies to Port Charles, and he is right to be scared. But if Alexis leaves as Ava just doing this investigation by herself, it doesn't work. We need the dynamic duo. We need Alexis's sharp legal mind balancing out Ava's mob boss instincts. Remember when they tried to pair Ava up with other random characters for investigations? Yeah, didn't work then either. Alexis is the perfect foil for Ava. You cannot just rip that dynamic away from us right when the mystery of Delilah Wilson is getting good. I mean, look at everything else happening on the show right now. The canvas is exploding. Jen Sidwell is running around, ordering manhunts for Britt Westbourne and Rocco Falconeri, who are currently on the run. Ross Cullum literally ambushed Liesl Obrecht in her car, chloroformed her, and tossed her unconscious body into the Windermere sub-basement cell with Jocelyn Jacks. Jocelyn is down there screaming at Cullum, finding Anna Devane's hidden messages on the wall, and now she has to watch Cassius confess to Liesl that he is actually Nathan's twin brother. Sonny Corinthos and Laura Collins are holding Pascal hostage in the coffee warehouse, forcing him to turn on Sidwell. There is so much incredible, high-stakes, soapy drama happening. And amidst all of this incredible fiction, Nancy Lee Grahn seems to be less interested in what's going on daily in the fictional town of Port Charles that she works in, and instead seems to be fixated on everything that is going on in Washington, D.C. It is just so frustrating as a fan who has invested years into her character. I want my favorite actors to love the show as much as I do. I want them to be excited about the scripts, not treating the job like an inconvenience getting in the way of their political podcasts. I know I am contradicting myself a bit here, because on one hand, I deeply respect anyone who stands up for what they believe in. If she truly feels called to public service, then maybe she should run for office. But as a selfish soap fan, I am begging her to stay. Alexis Davis is irreplaceable. You cannot recast her. Do not even try to tell me they could bring in another actress to play Alexis. It would be a disaster. Nancy Lee Grahn has been Alexis since 1996. She survived the Julian Jerome romance. She survived the alcoholism storylines. She survived being targeted by literally every villain in town. She is the heart of the show for so many of us. So far, Nancy herself has not made any official comments about leaving to run for office. Although at this point, it's doubtful that anything will be said until a decision is final. Watch this space, because I have a feeling there is so much more to come. If she does announce a political campaign, I will honestly wish her the best, but I will be mourning the loss of Alexis Davis for years. Please, ABC, give her a storyline so juicy that she forgets all about Washington, D.C., and remembers why she belongs in Port Charles. Okay, I need to go to sleep before I start stress eating. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I am clearly going through it tonight.